pick blue? Okay, let's write Aiden. A-I-T-A-N. I love it. So I've been at Porex a year and a half. Yeah. So I assess the push and pull of the culture, ensuring that we have the right people in the right roles at the right time. I have a small but mighty team. Aiden is 6 years old. So Aiden has what's called the George syndrome. He was 2 months early and spent 4 months in the NICU. The doctor said that with the DeGeorge syndrome, the chances are pretty high that he's on the autistic spectrum. He is on the spectrum. Drawing really is something that, for Aiden, helps us to understand what he needs.
We know how arts and creativity enable children to grow in their potential. But when it gets personal, it makes us proud. Our mission at Crayola, simply stated, is we help parents and educators raise creatively alive kids. And we believe that those creatively alive kids will grow into creatively alive adults that have the opportunity to change the world.
Here, I'll do it with you. Oh my goodness, how fast can we color? So he's able to take the crayons and the markers and just tell us how he's feeling just by way of what he writes.
Every day there's a challenge to see how we can do something better. And so that's what gets me up every morning, brings me to work to see, how can we get better, how can we improve.
In the late 90s, we shifted all of our manufacturing to Porex, and we began doing business exclusively with them as a strategic supplier.
And they're one of my primary suppliers for parts in the market department.
Crayola is one of our most important customers. We had a relationship with Crayola for years, if not decades.
Our nibs and our reservoirs that go into each and every one of our markers, we're relying on them to be at a very high consistency level.
But we do it with different yarns because you're looking for different flow rates. You can also be looking for different shapes. As they change their inks, our yarn and ink interaction is important as well.
And having the consistency and reliability of quality that we get from Porex is absolutely critical to our success.
One of the reasons why, we have bags of Crayola products it's because they are non-toxic. As part of some of Aiden's developmental delays is that most kids by the age of 3 or so aren't putting things in their mouth. He still was. He still does today.
Safety and product safety and the absolute trust that mom and the teacher has for the Crayola brand, that we're going to deliver them a product that will never hurt their child. That is something we would never compromise upon.
With Crayola, we are able to help them innovate into a space that has existed for a very long time, but also has a lot of creative opportunities. When
it all comes down to it, it's crystal clear to us that the culture of that company and the culture of our company is very much aligned. We are all after the same thing, building safe products, building creative products, building quality products that help us both to make the world a better place. And that makes us proud to be a part of the Porex story.